Hey guys, so taking lethal tempo versus press the attack can sometimes be a pretty hard choice depending on who you're playing. They could both be pretty good with different builds and stuff, and actually kind of want to do a video talking about when to take which, but press the attack right now is very strong. There's no cooldown, it's guaranteed, and sometimes it feels bad if you can't take it, right? So what if we could actually get both of these and take them both into a game at the same time? So we can have the bonus damage after the 3 attacks for press the attack, we can have the 12% bonus exposed damage from that as well, but we still have the attack speed bonus that we get from lethal tempo. I'm sure some other people have found this before me, but we're actually going to be taking our press the attack on a support, and we're going to take lethal tempo on our AD carry. I know it's a bit cheeky, but you can't take 2 keystones into a game. It doesn't work that way, so I'm not sure exactly what you expected, but it is basically as if we had. Press the attack works exactly the same whether you take it on a support or an AD carry. So there is no bonus AD ratio on this thing at all. The damage is scaled with the levels, so the damage is the same. The bit we actually want is a 12% bonus exposed damage works for the AD carry, so you're actually going to be having all this attack speed and attacking more during that exposed period. Now obviously you have more control if you take this yourself. It's guaranteed when you take it, and when you have some attack speed you would stack this a bit faster, right? Unless you take it on Leona. Because of the way her Q counts as a reset and an auto attack, apparently you can auto Q auto and it will actually instantly proc the press the attack damage faster than an AD carry would, by the way. On some champions that can stack attack speed like really well and actually want to take lethal tempo, this is a way of getting out of losing the press the attack damage at the same time, like the 12%, which actually can make a really big difference. This is an example, not the best one ever. It's difficult to get exactly the same games obviously, but a rough comparison, roughly the same. Aftershock actually did more damage than press the attack by itself, but the exposed damage was over double from that on top, so you're actually helping your team a lot more. Now though, the difference is instead of just attacking really fast, applying on hit damage a lot, they all do 12% more damage, which is pretty ridiculous. I'll go into some AD carries that I think can make this work the best in a second. Actually no, we'll do that now. So we're looking for something extra to really make it good. So like Lucian doesn't really make any sense. He doesn't get that much more from attacking faster, right? But Caitlyn does. She can get faster headshots, for example. Tristana could have faster bomb stacking for the trade, faster crits late game as well. Varus is awesome with lethal tempo with rage bait, and his passive is actually crazy. Kog'Maw is rage bait and more W damage as well. Vayne is more silver bolts over that time. Kalista is more Ren stacks. Ashe more Q shots, and even Jinx will be more rockets. Those are the main ones I think, but normally you would have this thing of like, I don't really want to not take press the attack because I would lose that 12% bonus damage, which is really important. But with this, you don't really have that necessarily. But for supports, Leona is by far going to be the best because she can stack it so fast. Braum will be decent with his passive actually. Blitzcrank can stack this pretty well with his E and also his attack speed from his W. Alistair can weave auto attacks in between his abilities, and even Bard maybe. Bard seems a bit weird, but like you actually attack more than you think. You're reasonably fast as well, and you're ranged. He's also really, really good at shredding tanks. If you're ever against tanks and you think I can't kill them, just take the setup. They will melt like butter, I promise you. You have both of these on at the same time, and it's actually a lot easier. It covers up one of the weaknesses of it. It's kind of difficult to stack sometimes and get the full duration, but on a tank it's definitely going to have that, which is cool. There are some other downsides though. So like, if you swap targets, or like your support doesn't realize you swap targets, or they can't get it stacked in time, then you don't have the damage, whereas otherwise you actually would. The thing there is though, you are just left with lethal tempo, which isn't that bad. It's not like the end of the world. Lethal tempo isn't that bad of a keystone that you automatically lose if you don't have press the attack. So it's not like you've screwed yourself over completely, but you are probably reducing your damage just a little bit. It's pretty hard to synergize and work properly as well, I think. This is why you kind of want to be on voice comms, or at least have the support really know what they're trying to do. It doesn't really work if your support isn't with you though, and roams, obviously. Like, you're just left with lethal tempo then. The main point is with this, it is really fun and it's really weird. So give it a try with a friend in a normal game and see how it works. In theory, if you play it correctly, you will have lethal tempo and press the attack active at the same time, and you'll rip people apart. Like, it's as if you had both keystones, literally. Let me know how it goes. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like the video and subscribe as well. It really helps me out. But for now, I'll leave you with the robots.